Hey everybody there, Shad Treadaway here, churchplanners.com, backstage with Amy Leigh from Church of the Highlands at the Velocity Conference 2011. Amy Leigh's the Dream Team coordinator, like the brains behind, in my opinion, I mean, it's not that big of a surprise. Church of the Highlands, I think, leads the way in a strong volunteer culture. And for me as a church planner, you know, I glean a lot of what you guys do and try to implement those systems in the transferable principles. And for those of you who may not know, Amy's kind of like the brainchild of all of that. She makes those things happen, creates the systems, and coordinates. How many? 4,000?
5,100.
Gosh, 5,100 volunteers are at her fingertips. So what we're going to do, she's been here at Velocity, kind of sharing about that, and we're going to take just a moment, if you don't mind, just to kind of share some of those principles. What is the secret behind the effective volunteer culture at Church of the Highlands?
Yeah. Well, first of all, Velocity's awesome, and you should all be here all the time. It's incredible. Okay. Second of all, I think probably the biggest thing that Highlands has capitalized on is the individual gifts inside every person at our church. We are a gifts-based ministry, not a needs-based ministry. So God has planted amazing spiritual gifts of hospitality, and exhortation, and leadership, and teaching inside of people. And then covered that with a beautiful personality that's extroverted or introverted or detail-oriented. And we have capitalized on pulling out these individual gifts and traits and passions within people and then releasing them into ministry that they can create or they can bring within this teams that we already have at Highlands. And basically what we're doing is releasing people to be who God created them to be. And it is a beautiful, energizing, life-giving thing.
That's beautiful. And you know, even thinking about that, I think in a lot of ways that embodies who Christ is. As he says, you know, I created you a very specific way.
Yes. With
a specific set of gifts. And in those gifts, you have something that's particular and peculiar in reaching people that maybe somebody else won't.
Exactly.
And, you know, how complicated is it, do you think, to help people gain confidence in knowing that God did gift them, you know, because especially as people are kind of early in the stages of, I've just given my life to Christ, this is all very new to me, and now you're telling me I possess these gifts, I can actually do that. Like, can you kind of talk about that for a moment, and helping maybe pastors help their people identify that confidence to know that God created them for that?
Right. Well, check out our website, churchofthehighlands.com, and go to the Growth Track section, because the third night of our Growth Track is Discovery 301. And that class is all about the individual, their spiritual gifts, their personality, their passions, and then how to plug those into specific teams at our church. So then the biggest thing is identifying those gifts and passions, and then right after that is putting their boots on the field, letting them walk out what it feels like to be a gifted, passionate daughter or son of the King. And so once they start serving on the team, that's when they're just going, aha, this is why I was created. This is why I was made, you know?
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing.
That's good. It speaks so much of kind of like modern church planning and even modern churches. Trying to be a good steward of God's resources is utilizing that volunteer support to be able to make a bigger impact. Amy Leigh, thank you so much.
Yeah, bro.
You are a dear, and churchofthehighlands.com.
Yep.
So go check her out and check them out. Look at what's going on in Birmingham, and it's a great thing. And thank you. Thank you for being here at Velocity.
Awesome.
You're a dear, and thank you for tuning in.
Bye, y'all.